Hello, everybody, and welcome to Anyhow, Anyway by Summer England. I'm your podcast host, Summer England, and today is a very special episode as I look into the eyes for the listener of the Chaos Witch. That's right, we have a new segment on this podcast where every once in a chaotic while, we're going to get a visit from the Chaos Witch. Would you like to say hello?
Hi, everyone. It's such a pleasure to meet you, the listener, and I'm so happy to be here and in the Chaos Corner.
I'm so excited to have you. And this is your idea in the best way possible of like having people on the podcast. So if you guys like this, not my idea.
Yeah, so this was me feeding into your Virgo desire for notes.
Yes.
And just saying, like, you need a guest. You need a host, a co-host that will love you and support you.
And be chaotic with me.
Yes.
Because what the Chaos Witch is not saying is that they are chaos embodied in a kitchen witch exterior. And for that, we're so happy. So we're going to get in. The premise of this episode is that you have a slew of questions, none of which I know. So we are going in with no map, no way home or forward or backwards. We're just forging in the dark, dark forest. Great. How shall we begin?
I think my first question is, do we want to start with maximum chaos or maximum cozy? Because I think these questions can span from... And I think cozy and chaos go together, as we've talked about before. So I think the question is like, what end of that spectrum do we want to begin on?
Oh my goodness. Could we bookend with cozy?
That's
chaos
a great
in the
idea.
middle? Okay.
That's great. Okay, so then the first question I have is about theme songs.
Oh.
Every time you walk into a room, a song plays.
Okay.
What is it?
It's I Could Drive You Crazy by Sierra Farrell.
Oh, you knew so
When
fast.
I come down here.
Good, that's good though, and it makes sense. Yes, absolutely. The follow-up question is like, when you get super angry and when you get super, like, your big emotions, does the theme song change, or does it like change key? Does it like what? Ooh. Yeah, these questions are gonna have layers.
oh, I love this. My first initial, I'm just gonna go with gut reaction.
Yeah.
Is specifically the riff in the Rite of the Rohirrim, where it's like no 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 no, and if I'm angry, because I get quiet angry.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm on horseback.
Yeah.
Okay, on the 5th day or the 3rd day. That's it. I love that question.
Good. I know, right? Like, I think theme songs are such an interesting question because I think music lives in life, you know?
It does.
And so it's like, well, what about you? What theme song comes into your mind when you enter a room? Because that's how I always used to think about acting. Is like, when they came on stage, what song's in their head?
What song is playing? Yeah, because it weaves itself into your soul.
Exactly.
It's what pumps you up. I don't understand the people who, 1, don't like chocolate, 2, don't like music.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, how do you feel? What do you cry to when you break up?
Absolutely.
What's your breakup song?
Oh, that's a great question. I can never remember the title of the names. I have a terrible memory, but it's the one that's like, the guy is like, oh, so beautiful.
Oh my God. Oh my God, throwback. Are you breaking up in 2008?
I think that's what my soul wants when I break up, because it's like it puts that film over the world. The rain is falling on the car window.
Yeah. It is a very car song.
Mm-hmm.
The must be an angel.
Yeah,
that
and you're
one.
Weeping for no reason.
Absolutely.
It brings me back to like little Chaos Witch, and she's just like, I'm angsty for no reason.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing like the angst of a small witch child.
Yes.
Where you're looking out the window, the rain is sluicing down the windows of your Dodge Caravan, and you're thinking, no one is like me.
No one is like me.
No one is like me.
No one is pressing their face to the glass of this car.
Having the need for something else, but not knowing what that something else is, but feeling confined by your life.
Exactly.
And you have the most chaotic diary entries as a kid. I would pay all of my money to get my diaries back from when I was a child.
I have a great story for you about this, where my diary, I had a loose floorboard, like in all of the old you know.
Exactly.
And I hid my diary in the loose floorboard. And one day I went and to go grab it, and it fell into the wall of the house. Like, because it was so close to the wall of the house.
No.
So I, like, reached in to get it, and my diary fell straight into the walls. And I cried. I cried for so long, but then I remembered, like, do you remember those gold foil Dear America books?
Absolutely.
I thought they were real when I was a kid. I thought those were, like, archaeological discoveries.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I'm going to be a Dear America book someday. Like, and so that's how I got over the loss of my
You're like,
diary.
this is going to make The Mummy 2099.
Exactly.
And it's going to be the key to unlocking this stuff because this
exactly
kid, you know, oh, absolutely.
110%.
The key to living life is building lore for yourself.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. You and lore dropping it at random points in
Absolutely.
your life. 110%. Okay. Do you want to move on to the next question?
Let's do this.
All right. So I think the next one I have for you is you can go back in time to any ruin, any abandoned structure, anything that's still somewhat standing, but nobody lives there anymore. And you can take one thing. Where would you go, and what would you take?
This is an existing historical structure.
Yeah, so like the pyramids, or like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, or like things that you can see. I would accept the Library of Alexandria, right?
Okay,
because like we know it exists.
Okay. Because that was gonna be my thing. I was like, can I go to the Library of Alexandria? That's where I would go. I would go to the Library of Alexandria. And I would bring a watercolor kit with me to paint the scene of what it looks like. Because I'd be the first painter on set.
Yes. Yes.
I would be the first painter on set, and then I wouldn't tell people where it's at. Yeah. I wouldn't. I would dedicate. And that's why I would bring the watercolor kit, because I feel like there are energies and places that you go to anywhere. And I think that sometimes with tourism to these ancient spots, you're only taking with you. Yes. You're snapping pictures. You're having these really loud conversations. You're not appreciating the thing there. I think it's opening us up for a curse. I'm being so real with you right now.
Absolutely.
Y'all are messing with them portals. Okay? And so if I got bestowed the honor of going to the Library of Alexandria, I would bring a watercolor kit, because I know that I would not tell its secret is safe with me. I just want to be able to open up the book and have my rendering of what the Library of Alexandria looks like.
That is really cool. Like, it's like such, I mean, that's such an author thing to say, right? Like, you want to encapsulate the moment you stepped into the Library of Alexandria perfectly onto the page, which is such a cool way of thinking about it. I was like, what book do I want? You know, like that was exactly where my brain went, because I also went to the Library of Alexandria.
Of course.
I think every
it's why we're aligned.
It's true.
It's how you it's the litmus test of trust. Is asking this question to someone.
Yeah.
And if they're like, well, of course it's the Library of Alexandria. Oh, okay, then we're set.
We got it.
We're set. Because, like, what other historical structures are there?
Well, I mean, like, I think I did ask that question on, like, a first date. And they did say they would want to go back, like, to the pyramids. They were like, I want to go in those pyramids when people were building them and when people were being buried in them. Oh. And I was like, actually, that's kind of a cool answer. Like, I'm not mad about it, but I do wish you had said the Library of Alexandria.
I think it's just a nice, respectful thing
it is.
to do.
Well, and it's cozy. I think that is the cozy answer. You know what I mean?
It is.
It's like we just want books.
Because my second option is like Stonehenge hope. I'm just going to bring my hand and touch it and hope.
Yeah. Yes.
And hope that Sing Me a Song starts playing.
Oh, God, great reference. Love me some Outlander.
So.
Okay. Good answer to the second chaos
Good
question.
answer.
All right, third one. Let's go with... All right. We're getting a little bit into my lore, but what is your everyday magic?
Everyday magic.
And to explain what everyday magic is for the listener, everyday magic is something everyone has. It's something they're ridiculously good at, but they've put no effort into learning. For example, I had a friend who always knew when avocados were ripe She didn't look at them. She didn't have to touch them. She just woke up one morning and she said the avocados are ready. And then she'd go make incredible guacamole, right? So I truly believe that everyone has everyday magic. That's something everyone is born with. You can just have an ability, and you didn't train it. You didn't have you just have it. Mm-hmm. So what do you think your everyday magic is?
This is fascinating. I also wonder if it's different between of like what people perceive your everyday magic to be, and then what you feel like your everyday magic is. Because I am going to ask you what yours is, and then I'm going to tell you what I perceive, and I wonder if they align. My everyday magic. Well, one, drop your everyday magic in the comments. I do want to read, because I know some of y'all bitches be picking up the perfect goddamn outfit every time, or somebody, you never have to go into a dressing room.
No, you just look at it on the hanger. I'm so jealous of you if that's your everyday magic.
I know you guys have that going on. My everyday magic, I think I'm really good at curating coziness. I think I have a finger on how to make people feel warm and at home, and how I've structured my life. I think is that an everyday magic? How would you even encapsulate that? That feels bigger than
it's I think what you like to distill it down into something is that you know how to make a space warm and welcoming.
Yeah.
Like really, like you've never trained in it. Nobody's taught you how to make a space warm and welcoming. Mm-hmm. You just know how to do it. Mm-hmm. You're like, even if it's just warm and welcoming to you, you're just like, nope, this is cozy. That's exactly what everybody wants.
Yeah.
That's your everyday magic is warmth and welcomingness.
Warmth, welcome.
Which is like the romantasy trope of the year.
I think that my secondary that I use outside of my house, it doesn't matter who you are. I can get you to laugh.
Oh, 110%.
Eventually. Mm-hmm. And I think laughter is a magic.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you perceive?
For you, it's your ability to connect. So, okay, we went to the farmer's market last week, and the number of people that instantly like turned heads to look at you. Like, you have a magnetic attraction of like, you're genuinely interested in what someone has to say. Mm-hmm. Your everyday magic is that like you did not develop an active listening skill. It just exists. You're like I'm here. I'm ready. Like, give me a hug. Talk to me about these vegan scones.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me about, we have to avoid that stall because I talked way too long about two towers with that guy over there. You know, so like.
And you know what? The thing, I feel like the everyday magic, it does come at a price.
It does. It's a balance. It's all balance, I think. Because, like, my friend is now obsessive about her avocados, right? Yeah. Like, I think it's the balance of the universe, right? Everyday magic comes at a balance. It comes at a cost.
What's your everyday magic?
My everyday magic is, okay, I mean, people tell me their life stories. Mm-hmm. I could go into a coffee shop for literally T-minus 5 seconds, and someone is going to pick out that I'm there. They will ask to join me, and it will start from when they are a toddler, and then they will start to give me all of their life trauma. They'll just dump it on me. And genuinely, like, the first time this started happening, I was like, I'm not a therapist. I don't know what to do with all of this. But, you know, over time I came to realize that, like, my everyday magic is that I'm a safe person. And that people feel and see that, and they feel comfortable, like, sharing these burdens that they might not be able to share with a lot of people. And they have the comfort of knowing that that's a stranger who can never impact their life if I told someone, because I don't know them and they don't know me.
Right. And
so it's actually like an everyday magic that I've come to love. Of like, I love it when these strangers come and they just sit down and they tell me they're sometimes really fucked up.
And it happens a lot.
Yes.
And without previous conversation with them.
No.
I think, I agree, it's in the same vein. I think that you're like a siphoner of secrets. People want to tell you their secrets.
It's true.
Because it's not just, and in what I've witnessed, I'm like, she has a vessel within her that other people must sense. And they're like, I have to go put it into there.
I have to put the secret
You have like Pandora box secrets inside of you, because the stories people are telling you are traumatic. They have never said them before.
No.
They wouldn't want people to know them widely.
They really don't.
And so it really does feel like somebody is, I'm telling you a secret, which feels very nostalgic, almost childlike, Alice in Wonderland. And it just feels ever so slightly, it has that step up of the chaos, right?
Yes.
Oh, this person is holding you who don't know these people, have 275 of somebody's deepest secrets. You hold all the skeletons in somebody's closet.
Yes, I really do. Like, the stuff people have told me is, I have had someone almost, I was pretty sure that he was going to, like, admit that he committed murder.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like, he got pretty close, and I was like, I actually do think you killed someone, and you kind of realize that was not a good thing to admit to someone. So, like, you're correct, right? Like, and I've never thought about it that way, so thank you for...
Look, if we got any FBI agents on here...
Don't listen.
Don't listen, but two, if you need somebody to get a secret out...
Come visit the Chaos Witch.
We've got the Chaos Witch over here.
Come on over.
Just drawing it out like a good Ursula. Like a chaotic, neutral Ursula.
I love
secret for me.
Come and give me your secret. I'll take your voice and send you.
Exactly. Also, guys, ask your friends these questions.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like this is such a good bonding experience.
It is.
To ask your friends what your everyday magic is.
Yeah. And that's why this all came about. It was because I like to ask you chaotic questions.
See what the fuck's going to fall out of this
now. What's going to happen? I always tell people that you're so feral, and that's why I like to ask you chaotic questions, because I'm like...
I am just a feral kid.
Yeah.
A fun fact is that when I say that, I do mean that from the ages of like 3 to 8, I was in a forest.
Yes.
I was put outside, and I would take me and a literal gaggle of children. Yeah. I was the oldest, and we would eat shit out. Like, I'm actually talking about their virility. But because I'm a Virgo, I'm always in leadership positions. So I love when I meet somebody who's like, the feral in me sees the feral in you.
Absolutely.
Thus, I know underneath these sweaters and this cozy
that you
lies someone
crafted.
Yes, that I have done the swimsy because I know. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I don't want to go back into the forest again. It's really hard.
But if I have to, I will.
But if I have to lost boy myself, I know how to do it. Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right. Do you want one of the more chaotic questions I've written down?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. When you die and become a ghost,
okay,
where would you want to haunt? And then when I visit that place, how are you going to let me know you're there?
I am haunting a little bakery up in Maine. Doesn't matter which one. Let's say the first one of the East Coast, like on the coast. Okay. Because I want to watch bakeries open every day. Because I think that if I am dead, I don't want to be bored. Right. That's the thing that I'm scared about the most. Of, well, I'm already dead. There's nothing to like work towards unless I want to like oust the devil out of his job.
I mean, hey.
I mean, like, if that's a line, I'm gonna find the hierarchy and I'm gonna work my way up the ladder. Okay, a la the Webkins days when I was like, wow, I'm gonna get that mansion, and then I become disillusioned because I'm at the mansion. Well, I've died, so what's my Webkins mansion?
So what's next?
And I think watching a bakery open every morning would be endlessly nice to continue to watch.
That's good.
How you would know I was there is that you look in the case and you say, oh my God, I'm the first, there's only like one more of this thing left. This is my favorite thing. You turn around to talk to somebody, you turn back, it's gone.
Ooh, that's really good.
And then you know I'm there.
That's good.
And I know it's mean, but I know that it's your favorite.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to take your least favorite.
I'm going to take it.
I'm going to take it because they have to make more.
Yes, exactly.
You're going to get hot
off
the press.
Back. I have to come back and visit you.
Exactly. They're going to be like, oh, it'll be ready tomorrow morning. We'll have a fresh batch. Meanwhile, I'm like,
my friend has to visit me.
Lucifer, I have a cinnamon bun.
I do love that Lucifer's favorite treat is a cinnamon bun in your mind.
I just think he's like normal like that.
He's like, I do love a cinnamon bun.
He's going to be so mad at me.
But he's going to come back to that little bakery in Maine.
Yeah, he is.
He's not gonna reap your soul. He's gonna be like, I will come back for tomorrow for the cinnamon bun.
I will be coming back to the cinnamon bun. And I'm like, yes, of course. So your right-hand man.
Let's talk about that guy.
I don't think he knows you like I do.
Okay. That is such a good answer. I am in love with the idea that as a ghost, you would still be causing mischief.
Just a little.
Yeah, and a little bit of chaos.
It's like forward progress mischief.
Yes.
It is. It's like when I try to get people to quit their jobs. I'm like, you're unhappy? I'm going to tell you something that is going to fuck up your life. But you should leave your husband. You should leave your job.
You should break up with them. You should. Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
I'm like evangelical to leave church, husband, and job.
Ooh, I kind of love that. That's a great title. How do we add that to your list of titles?
Just shove it in there somewhere. Author, artist, actress, anti-evangelical.
I love it. Good answer.
These are great questions, by the way.
I appreciate it.
You would be really good. You'd be a really good interviewer, because half the time I feel like interviewers annoy me.
Well, they do like to ask like really boring questions. I think that's I prefer interviews when they're chaotic. Like I'm sure you've seen the interview with I can never remember the actor who plays Mary in Lord of the Rings.
Oh my gosh, interviewing
Elijah Wood, but Elijah can't see. Will you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs? Like, that was my favorite interview because it was nothing but chaos, right? Like, it wasn't a serious interview for sure, but it was chaos. It was a chaotic interview.
Exactly.
And that's why it was enjoyable. Like, I think...
We love it. It's like actors on actors interviews.
Exactly.
They're so good because they're both interesting. Because sometimes I'm like, you're interviewing right now because no one's going to ask you these questions.
You have your performance voice on.
Oh, it hurts me.
Or they're like really bored, like
they don't want to be there. No. You would rather be doing a TEDx talk.
No interest in that.
Absolutely,
that is not fun for me. But you know what is fun for me? When will you wear wigs?
When will you wear wigs? Elijah Wood goes, Ma!
That laugh is seared into my heart.
Yeah,
like, it's so good.
And him with his little. I've never been more disillusioned as a child than seeing that clip and his hair's buzz.
I know.
I'm like, ugh. My obsession with long hair began for the Lord of the Rings series because I saw all those guys after with their short buzz cuts, and I was like, "Hey Vigo, why would you do that? Can you just run through a mudslide and get that dirty ass wig back on your head right now? Because if I see you clean cut, I'm gonna have a panic attack."
Although he did a movie like right after the Lord of the Rings where he had short hair, but it was like really shaggy. I cannot remember. It was like
I know what you're talking about.
Wild movie that was set in modern times, but I was sort of like. You have gone from Aragorn, who I am wildly attracted to a silver fox daddy, who I am also wildly attracted to. Look, and I don't understand it.
That man, I'm obsessed with hygiene.
Yeah.
But, and asterisk, caveat parentheses, except for Aragorn. When he walks through those, when he bangs open those doors.
What you're going to say.
Oh my God, he's looking up so slow. Oh.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Sometimes at night when I'm alone with Mistress Vibe, I do watch that clip.
Absolutely,
to start.
You
just
should.
Like, just to get it to just begin. Because it's just like every time it does something.
I love Mistress Vibe as a name, by the way.
Thank you very much.
That is like, it's blowing my mind right now because that's such a smart thing. Yeah. I call mine like Mark 3000.
Okay, Mark 3000 is also hilarious.
Mistress Vibe is so much
Mistress
better.
Vibe. Yeah, that's her name.
God.
I have it in Sharpie on her so that she knows that she's got a name. I mean, such earth sign energy.
Exactly.
I can't help it.
I label my vibe. I label and name my vibe.
If I am forbidden from owning a label maker because I know I'd go buck wild. Amen. There are some things where I'm like, I can't have that in the house. It's not about food. It's about things that would organize my stuff. Yes, exactly. I'm not allowed in stationery stores.
Correct.
I'm not the box store.
Oh, the container store.
That's it. I'm not allowed in that store.
Oh, la la la.
I'm not allowed in any store where. Like the Japanese, where they sell the Japanese supplies.
100%.
Not allowed in those stores. Like those stores are forbidden for me because it will be bad for just my life.
No,
just my livelihood.
I completely agree because it will become stressful.
Exactly.
Okay, well I have this amount left in this container, so if I get this new box, then and thus it begins.
And then you're on a spiral that you cannot.
100. That's called earth sign girl math, and that's when you're close to getting hospitalized.
Accurate. Your grippy sock vacation coming up.
It's coming up, and it's fine because we've been there. We can say it.
It's true. We're fine.
Yeah.
We're well adjusted.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's shift to another question.
Okay.
You get to do anything you want with your favorite author. What are you doing and with who?
I just feel like I just got my autism sleeper
I
cell.
thought about that.
I can feel it down my spine right now. I can feel it in my throat.
That is the power of the chaos.
This is the type of excitement that makes me like need to gag.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
I'm so happy.
You've seen me gag happy.
Yes, I have.
So I'm trying to swallow that down right now because I know that is not good for an audio medium. My favorite author in the world is Nina George.
Great.
She wrote The Little Paris Bookshop, which is my favorite book of all time. And it's all set in the south of France. And I would love to go with Nina George and just write with her in a cafe. And I don't even need her to talk to me. Yeah. I just want to walk the streets that I want to see her daily routine in the south of France because it is my dream. I'm convinced I'm supposed to go to Marseille and stay there. Yeah. I don't know.
That's a lay
Never
line
been.
For you. I get it.
It is like there's just something there. And I want to see her daily routine. And honestly, I don't even want her to know that I'm there. Yeah. I want to be like an invisible stalker a little bit and just see her in her element and how she moves through life and what coffee she orders. How does she snack? Does she eat? Like, I sound obsessive right now, but I really like watching people's daily lives. I think it's all we have at the end of the day is somebody's daily life. And it's endlessly amazing to see how somebody's constructed their day. Yeah. And so to see my favorite author who's written my favorite words go to the grocery store.
Oh my God. I didn't think about that. I didn't know what to think about. Because I also picked an author. I picked T. Kingfisher. But mine it's so wildly different. I want to take her to like the most haunted New Orleans graveyard.
Oh, genius.
I want to wander the graveyards of New Orleans and look at ghosts and talk about bones and plumb the depths of her mind. Because I think I subscribe to her Patreon, so I read all of I don't know if you've read the most recent Patreon, if you also love T. Kingfisher, but she wrote the beginnings of something about naked mole rats in space. I'm like, where does that even come from, babe? I love you.
She can write anything.
Anything. It's incredible. And so that was my choice. So like you just being like, I just want to see her every day in Marseille. I just want to see what she does. I love that. It's such a great answer.
It is the true antithesis to what you just said. It's like, I've never heard a more sun and moon answer in my literal life.
That's accurate.
I want to go to the streets of Marseille and see what upturned cobblestone she tripped over. And you're like, I would like the ghosts.
Bring me to a ghost.
Bring me to the dark textured
Let's
villa.
do an exorcism in the graveyard.
Excuse me, dear. I have to pen a missive to the funeral director.
Okay, this one I generally ask a lot of people, and I don't think I've asked it of you yet, which is kind of like wild for me.
Oh my God.
Do you think immortality will be achieved? And if so, will it be abused?
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
I think that the human condition is to race yourself to what you believe is godlike status. Because I think everybody either wants a god or wants to be a god. Ooh. And it is the curse in the existence, and the only reason why we live in the human condition is to get to this next thing. And I think if we think about science, all this stuff, that's what it's working towards, is elongation of life to the nth degree. Yeah. And will it be abused? Absolutely. I think it is everybody's curse when you get to that. Because we are not built for that. Yes. It's the same reason why power corrupts and money corrupts. Yeah. There is a certain amount of stimulus that opens up opportunities like power and money that it's endless, and then you become the picture of Dorian Gray. Because your only thing to live for is the things that you avoided your entire life. Because you can't be restricted by life, and you can't, like, your moral code is just corrupted.
Yeah, it's gone.
it's gone. I hope I die before I see
it.
the day. And I would be I'd be like the one odd man out. That's
Right.
like, I don't want that immortality pill.
No, I'm the same way.
I don't need that, no.
I've read enough vampire novels to know that immortality is such a curse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would be abused and it would be terrible because what are you living for?
Yeah.
To see more advances? Well, you just saw you're now a god. You are immortal.
Yes.
Yeah, I think eventually that's when our empire will fall.
I think for me, if immortality is discovered, or if it's like, it's not discovered, right?
Mm-hmm.
If there's one super normal person in the world who has it, right? Like, and that's it. Like, they just love life so much that they're like, no, I'm just not ready to die today. And like, death is like, yeah, okay. I can't tell you when, you get to decide. That's a deal you made with whoever you made the deal with, right?
Yeah.
Like, I love the idea of like someone who just loves life so much that they're not ready. They're never ready.
Yeah.
And somehow through all the death that they'll experience in their life, you know, all their loved ones dying, through all the empires they'll see rising and falling, and I'm sure pain that they go through, right? Because at the end of the day, I mean, what is it? Is it War and Peace, where life is suffering and pain? Is like they're gonna experience that, but they still choose to wake up the next day.
Yeah,
that is the one exception I think that I would be okay with, is like not everybody in the world knowing. It's a mystery. It's just that one normal person
cracked it.
They figured it out. They didn't tell anyone, and they just do it, and they just keep living their life every day.
Have you read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue?
Of course, I've read the
Okay,
the
that
Invisible
feels,
Life of Addie LaRue.
because it is heartbreaking because she wants to keep living.
Exactly.
She could bow out any day,
anytime,
and she wants to keep going. I feel that way now.
Yeah.
You know, like if immortality, I think if that situation happened and I cracked it, and Death and I had an understanding, it would take a lot of stuff to rack up for me to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Because then there is a sunrise tomorrow.
There's a sunrise tomorrow, and I love sunrise. And I had this plan to go to the beach next week, and I love the beach. And like, I know my son, who was 85, just died.
Yeah.
Today, but tomorrow I might meet the new love of my life.
Exactly.
It's like, it's so human condition of it. Like,
yeah,
that's the only way I could ever see immortality being like not as cursed.
100%.
Not as corrupt.
Yeah, because it's like a slow burn, uneven reward system.
Exactly.
Because tomorrow you could, because you have seen over time the most amazing mind-bending things happen. Yeah, I totally understand.
Pedestrian immortality.
Pedestrian immortality.
Everyday immortality.
I like that. You should write that book.
Oh no, another idea.
Another one.
Get it in here.
Ooh, I love that.
I like it. All right. This one is, we're getting back into the cozy realm. Okay. What was your childhood dream job?
My childhood dream job?
Like teacher, firefighter, whatever. Like, I feel like if you had one, I needed to know. And I think your listeners need to know too.
My childhood dream job was I wanted to be a storyteller. I wanted to just grow up and have people sit around and I tell them stories. Not because I want people to listen to me, but because I think it's exciting for people to learn a story. And then I kind of have gotten...
You've gotten it.
I've gotten to do that.
I mean, with your acting and with your authorship.
Yeah. Always something just creative. And what's weird is that I never had, when I was a really little kid, because I think once you hit like 8 years old, you start intellectualizing your wants of, I'm going to siphon this into being a teacher, or I'm going to siphon this into being an actor.
Yeah. When
I was really little, I was just like, I had this just deep need to be in front of people and to tell them a story. I didn't want the attention.
Oh, that's so good.
That's just all it was like I was hungry for it. Yeah.
That's so good.
That was mine. So not a real job.
I know it's a real job. Basically.
No, it's a real job.
You've made it a real job. Yeah, that's so good.
What's yours?
I mean, actor. When I was I had that, which is why I mean, a little lore about the Chaos Witch is that I was a professional actor for a time, and it burnt me out so bad that I quit for 5 years, that I didn't go back to it, and I just went back to it recently and remembered why I love it. But know that it's no longer the life path for me, right? Like, it's not something I think I ever want to do for money again. And like, and it was so hard for me. That was like such a hard transition to like recognize that like this thing I thought I wanted for 30 years is not, it's not what I actually want anymore. Like how life changes, and for earth signs that's so hard.
Yeah.
And so so when I was a kid I wanted to be an actor, and now I'm finding ways of, like you were saying, how that siphoning, I feel like that's the word of the day.
Siphon.
It's a good one. Like siphoning that into what else I can, you know? And because I love to hear stories. I had this incredible undergrad professor. I won't name drop her, but her favorite word was motherfucker, and she would enter a room like in these flowy silks.
Yes.
And she would just go, "Rise and shine, motherfuckers. It's a great day to move." She was great. And she started class one day by saying, "The theater is the last place an adult is allowed to go and sit in the dark and ask a stranger to tell them a story." And I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, right? It's why I find it's so romantic when couples tell me that they read to each other, because it's like that's another form of that, you know, like another form of that storytelling. And like I just think like that is what I crave, right? Is like being able to go and like cater to little Chaos Witch of like, I just want to sit in the dark and have someone tell me a story. Yeah. So that was my childhood dream.
That's so beautiful. And it is so interesting to have your dreams change, because when you're born a dreamer, when you're born somebody who has hope for your future, inherently that ingrains itself into your identity and how you define yourself.
Which is...
And so, yeah, it can be, you know, whether your dream works out or not, it's still your dream becomes your daily, and you have to build a relationship with it. And it, you know, goes in ebbs and flows of like, you're sort of coming back around to it in a different iteration after a 5-year hiatus, which feels so similar to relationships with people, of these long-term relationships with family, or like extremely huge defining friendships or connections where life all of a sudden and perspective and you change and your filter changes and you have to, it's like grafting out your own bone to make room for something else.
What a great analogy. Oof.
It hurts my feelings, but it also makes life worth living.
It's true.
You know,
it's true.
Is that, wow, I guess I had a capacity to dream about this for 20 years and it's different. So what will my next 20 years be like? Because you never want to stop dreaming.
No.
You know?
I mean, part of my book is hope, right? I think hope is the human condition, right? That's a value I hold on to every day. Of like, we don't get up every morning and continue living our lives without hope. Like even people who are incredibly depressed, that's how they have to keep going with even if it's the tiniest sliver of hope, right? Like, I think, and so that's the same concept of like, it's like, yeah. You're just hopeful that like the next 20 years, even though this huge change has just happened, your dream has changed. But you live for the hope that the next 20 years is going to be just as exciting and satisfying as the last dream.
Yeah. Hope is the only finite resource we have at the end of the day. Oof. Everybody always says it's attention, but I think at the end of the day, it is hope.
Quick, write that one down.
Speaking of writing, a shameless plug for you is that the Chaos Witch is a writer.
I am.
We are in a writing group together, and you're currently writing a really lovely story about hope and books and love and queerness and just it's really fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate the plug. It's great. I'm still writing it, but I feel really good about it. We're getting there, and we're getting
there. Yeah. If there are any literary agents that listen to the podcast
and they like the sound of my voice,
the Chaos Witch has my seal of that's a story I would read and tell my followers like, you guys should read this.
All right, I have a couple more. This one is... I love this one.
Okay.
What's one conspiracy theory that you think you could buy into?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love conspiracy theories.
I didn't know that.
I love conspiracy theories. I taught a whole English comp class, and I taught them how to write through conspiracy theories.
Oh, I'm so ready for this answer then.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. I'm going through them.
Because here's my thing. I'll start with my like genuine belief that conspiracy theories can be harmful, right? Like that, like I love them and I love learning about them and I love listening to them because they are wild and cool and they're all possibilities.
Yeah.
And I love living each life every day in a sense of discovery, which means conspiracy theories are like my crack cocaine.
Yeah, I love them.
So, but I do also like subscribe to the belief that like they can be harmful and you have to be so careful about the ones that you give energy towards.
Absolutely.
You know? Like, so like that is my caveat here is like, even if you don't believe in this conspiracy theory, it is okay to talk about it in a, hypothetically, if I did believe in a conspiracy theory, this is the one that I think I'd put my energy into.
Absolutely.
This is the one I'd stand on the mountaintops with a trumpet for.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, what's yours?
Mine is that it's so boring. It's the most boring. There are 110% aliens.
Oh,
Area 51 is chock full of them. Like, the
Absolutely.
universe is too big. There's just like, I could stand and talk about aliens and their existence and how the government is hiding them from us. I have listened to too many alien podcasts. I have watched too many alien documentaries. I'm here. I'm ready. They're here. They have visited us.
Yes.
People have talked to them. I'm convinced.
Oh.
Like, I could buy, if an alien appeared in front of me, I'd be like a little surprised because there's an alien in front of me, but not surprised that he exists, you know?
Oh, I am so with you. I think number one, that's always it doesn't even feel like a conspiracy theory.
No.
I'm just like, well, because, and this is why I started teaching this English comp class, is because in 2020, we had that huge CNN article come out.
Oh, yes.
That they were like, here's the UFOs that we've seen. There are definitely aliens. And then Kim Jong-un immediately the next day, it's like, oh, we think he's dead, buried under COVID. And I was like, you guys, CNN said, so actually, here are some files that there are aliens.
Yes.
Now, the thing with that conspiracy theory, why I don't think it's necessarily harmful to believe in it, is because, like, what am I supposed to do with it?
Yes.
Unless I wanted to start a cult, of course. Of course there are. Here's a fun fact. Here's some lore for you. My ex-husband, who I don't really talk about, he is staunchly Christian.
Yes.
Like, teetotaler, no alcohol, no instrumental music in the church. Like, extreme.
I didn't know how that
okay.
that went.
And in that area of religion, it's no ghosts, there's no other thing, because if there are, then like Jesus died for humans. He didn't die for like these other beings that exist. Okay? That's a whole other thing with that area of religion. And there's no demons, there's no ghosts, because that would mean that they're not in hell, and that all this different stuff, right? Which is strange when you believe in the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
We saw a UFO, and he can't even deny it.
Oh my God.
We were driving. So I grew up in Kentucky, right under the Cincinnati, Ohio area. And to get home from the ass crack of Tennessee, I would have to drive through Appalachia.
Yeah.
We were driving home together. It was 2 a.m. And we were both, obviously, he was behind the wheel, we were both awake. And this square, flying, glowing, crazy object went across the night sky. And we both just watched it go. And he was like, that was a UFO. We just saw a UFO. And I was like, dude, we did.
Oh my God.
So I so believe in aliens. I think so. A lot of my conspiracy theories, honestly, are around all of these things that we pay a shit ton of money for, because there's no this thing yet. There probably is.
Yeah.
We've sent people to the moon.
Yes. What do you mean we don't have this yet?
I'm just saying, like, if Russia had a cure for cancer, we would do.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with you.
You know,
I hear that.
Not negating cancer researchers' work, and I'm sure whatever. This is just my hot take. This is my hot take. Big Pharma, I'm anti-Big Pharma.
Let's move on. Okay, here's a really fun one. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
The best piece of advice I have ever received is I was at a graduate fair, and I was figuring out what I wanted to do next. Because I was in the middle of I was a clinical mental health counseling master's program. Amazing. I was my second semester into that. And I was really unsure what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. All I knew was that I didn't want to do that. I did want to be a creative. Great. And my professor, who got me into painting, actually, I had never painted until I took a painting for scenic design class. He came up to me and he was talking to me about it. And I was like, if I do this, then it means XYZ. If I do this, it means this. And he said, you don't have to worry about the XYZ. All you have to know is your next step. That's really good. One stone at a time. And then the rest will show them. And being the autistic person I am, I'm the best person to give advice to. And you've seen it.
I have.
You deliver a solution. And I'm like, loaded. Straight up. Exactly. Oh my God. People's one-liners are so effective for me, and I remember them forever. And that changed my life that day.
That's great.
Because I restructured how I looked at my life, and I have never doubted. I always know what I want my next step to be, and there's no reason why it won't work out. Yeah. And I have lived my life that way ever since.
That's great. That's such a good one.
It's good.
Oh,
what's yours?
Mine is from my dad. Love him. We call him Daddy-O. But it's so generic. That's the thing, is that he went to a school where the motto was in hoc signo vinces. In this name we conquer. And he said it all the time. He'd write it in cards to me when I was living abroad and when I went to college, and it was how he signed off, right? And so for a long time I didn't even pay attention to it. And then one day I was having a panic attack. I was about nothing, because that's what happens when you have anxiety. And I called him because I didn't know what else. I was like, I just need my dad. I need my daddy. I need to talk to him. Yeah. And he just said, what do I always tell you? Like in your name we conquer, babe. I need you to this is your world for the taking. And from that day, I know a lot of people have told me that I walk into the room with way too much courage. I walk through life just a very brave person. But it's real. That's what I think of. I'm well, this is. I mean, we're kind of anti main character energy at this point, but I do walk through life of thinking I this is my day to take control of. This is my day. I get to narrate it. I get to decide how it turns out. I get to decide how I respond to situations. I get to decide at the end of the day how I feel when I get in bed. So this thing my dad said so many times, trying to get me to understand, and it only came through when he was talking me down from a panic attack, which my dad, I love him to absolute death, was not always the best in a panic attack and would often hand me off to my mother. But when he does stay on for the panic attacks, when he does talk me through them, that is when he says something and I'm good, I'm good to go. Thanks,
great.
Dad.
I got a grounding rod.
I appreciate it. Who also a Virgo.
Yeah, I mean, Virgos are pretty bad, I will say, as a Virgo, of when you're in the height of emotion, because we're well, here's the logistics of the thing. Are you ready to?
Can you do this? Can you do this?
Quit being a little bitch about your life.
Hey, stop crying, and I need you to listen to me. But sometimes that comes when my dad does that, it does come through to me. When he's like, it's your day, and I've just developed my life around that of this is my day.
That's so. I love that.
I'm getting a tattoo of that soon. Because it's changed my life so much.
It's so true though, because I mean, as unfair as it may be, you are. like what you said of like, I'm responsible for how I feel at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Things are going to happen to you.
Exactly.
Life is going to be shitty.
Yeah.
You're going to be a victim of something
Going
at
back
some
to
point.
War and Peace, life is pain and suffering.
100%. You're going to have, I mean, this is the way I talk to myself. I'm not saying this to other people, but sometimes I look at myself in the mirror because obviously we all self-wallow.
Yeah.
But I'm like, quit being a little bitch. Okay, hon, you get out and go do something that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Go read a book, go get a little pastry, because this is your life.
Yes.
I refuse to invest negative energy or these things because things are going to happen.
Exactly.
And it's going to be unfair and it's going to be shitty and like you're going to have to get up the next day.
Yep. Your life, you have to take control.
Yeah. No one's here to hold my hand. They're just here to kick my ass.
And that isn't to say that like the loved ones in your life aren't there to support you and help you and listen to you. Like that is my big thing. If you can listen to me yap, you've instantly become my best friend. I'm like, okay, great, we're going to Mordor together and done. Right? Because I'm like, I think like that's not to disqualify that those people are there to help you, but at the end of the day, they cannot do it for you.
No, they can't live your life.
And that like really genuinely changed how I view my anxiety, because my anxiety was so encompassing for a long time. Like I couldn't function day to day a lot of times with my anxiety, like because I would have an anxiety attack, be drained of energy, and go to bed at like 6 p.m. and I'm a night owl.
Oh,
like it was bad. So but the idea of like, no, I had the anxiety attack, but I know the tools now to get out of them. I can take power of those tools. I can go take a walk. I can go do something happy. I've learned how to crochet. I've learned how to do all these things. And it's like, that's the power. That's the power that I've given myself.
absolutely.
And I'm going to go talk about this anxiety attack with my best friend. And she's going to say, that sucks. That's really bad. And she's going to make me feel better about it. But at the end of the day, I was the one who got myself out of the anxiety attack.
Yeah.
I was the one who learned the tools and learned the skills.
Exactly.
There's your chaos switch life lesson, listeners.
There it is. Well, and I think a lot of times when people hear those types of sentiments, it's often accompanied with you haven't experienced mental health issues.
Yeah.
I am that way because I like the extreme depths, because there was like 3 years ago, I had the month of January and February I went into a severe acute depression. I mean, numb. And also I was doing nothing that was helping.
Right.
I was sitting and I was looking out the window, genuinely like a la Bella in Twilight. And I was, it's starting to feel like outside. And in that though, I wasn't doing anything. And the thing is like sometimes doing those things, they didn't make me feel better, but they didn't make it worse.
Yeah.
They didn't make it worse. And sometimes I gotta just do it. Sometimes I just gotta go on the walk, because I can feel myself. I'd be slipping sometimes. Yeah. I'm like, oh, let's doom scroll. Let me look out. And then, ooh, that negative self spiral.
That's not gonna be great.
No one can get me in a panic attack like myself.
Accurate though.
Genuinely.
A spiral is so bad, and I feel like you don't fully comprehend what a spiral is until you're in one and you are. Have you ever woken up in a spiral?
Oh. Yeah.
It's the worst.
I mean, my mental health is really touch and go.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's fair.
And sometimes you wake up and you're like, so this is what this day is gonna be.
I wrote like a poem about waking up mid spiral, and it was about a real life experience that I went through because I was with my ex. Oh. And it was like about waking up in bed, and he was like a super light sleeper and was kind of mean about it. And I like wrote this like little weird poem about waking up mid spiral and not knowing what to do, and like having to leave the room as silently as possible so I could go hyperventilate outside. Oh. Yeah, so it was yeah. Wow, we got deep. Let's find a
deep.
Fun question.
Chaos Corner emerging.
The last one.
Okay.
And I saved it for last because I think we're gonna get wild. You get to delete one app from everyone's phones in the entire world. Ooh. What's the app?
This is so chaotic.
Yeah, you have like a big magical button on your desk, and when you push it, that app is gone forever. People remember it existed. There will be chatter on the internet about it, and they'll know that you're the one that got rid of it. What is it? Which app?
I mean, I'm not going to say a social media app because I think that would be extremely corrosive.
That's fair.
I think that that's too much power, even though I would be like, TikTok.
Get out of here.
Get him out of there. MyFitnessPal.
Ooh, wow.
I would delete that off. It's not even an option
That's
anymore.
a good one.
It's not even an option. If you want to track your protein and all that stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
MyFitnessPal's gone.
That's a good one.
I can't even think of it. Maybe Candy Crush.
Yeah.
But probably, yeah, I would delete MyFitnessPal.
That's great. Yeah, they that is probably what led me into my first eating disorder, huh? Yeah, it is. I wish they focused more on, because you have to like pay now to see the protein and stuff. Because I downloaded it because I need to track with my current health issues. I have to track and make sure I'm getting enough.
Yeah.
And so I downloaded it so that I was like hitting
exactly
the minimum, you know. But I was like, why can't I see how much fiber I'm getting or how much protein? I have to pay to see how much protein and fiber I'm getting. Like, that's the important thing I need to see right now.
Exactly.
Like, yes, getting calories into my body right now is important, but like I need to know that I'm eating nutrients.
Right.
Too. Like, they are pretty toxic.
Yeah. They are.
That was a good answer.
They are.
That's
What's yours?
I didn't think about it enough.
It's kind of hard.
It's hard. It's okay. No, I've got it.
Okay.
The Stocks app.
Oh, fair.
I hate it, and I always accidentally click it.
Yes.
And then they're like, "Welcome back to Stocks."
That's genuine. That's such a good, because I would be deleting the goddamn Keynote app from my iPhone.
Oh my
because
God.
I'm always clicking on those
on accident. Like,
where'd you guys come from?
What are you? I actually put them all into, like, you know how you can like
yes.
make the folders. I put them all into one of those, and then I have made 5 pages on my iPhone, but one of the pages has nothing on it, and the 5th page has that folder of Apple stuff, because I just don't want to touch it.
I remember when phones used to come with like Tetris.
Oh my God.
And then they come with like
and
Keynote stuff.
Game.
I love that snake game.
I dream of having a pink Motorola Razr again.
Bitch, get out of here with that.
Dream.
Me fucking too. I'm literally not even kidding with you right now.
It's so powerful.
And remember those bitches? They had their little purses. Yes. Ooh, and they would get that phone out, and they had their little lip gloss.
Yes,
and they had like the little beads that would hang off.
And sometimes they bedazzled the
front
of
God.
it.
I dream every day, because social media is my life. I dream every day it goes away and I have my flip phone, because there's nothing more powerful than getting your little and you flip it. Hello.
Okay. The admission I have for you is that I did have a pink Motorola Razr when I was in high school. It was a hand-me-down from my mother. My mother had it and gave it to me after she got like a new fancy phone. And I swear to God, I think I was like a junior in high school, and the power I felt in my entire being, I treated that like royalty. And the only reason I got it was because I was also a feral child, and I loved to go swimming in creeks. And I always forgot that I had a phone in my pocket.
Yeah, and the proof is, she's feral when she says cricks.
So I always destroyed phones, so I only got hand-me-down.
That's so fair.
But this phone was not allowed anywhere near a creek. Oh. It was not allowed anywhere near a creek.
Do you remember Blackberries?
Oh my God, I had one. I got a hand-me-down.
I had a hand-me-down. It didn't work, but the little roll ball.
It was the best. It was the best. Dude, again, you felt like a lawyer. I felt like that's what I wanted to do.
Yes.
I wanted to go into and look at a judge and be like, Your Honor, my Blackberry says she's innocent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you were like, what was your dream as a kid? I wanted to be a little cunt. I was always fake, like, arguing with people over my Blackberry. Like, you guys were late to that.
I had one of the the kickbacks too that got destroyed.
Yeah, oh my god.
It did not get destroyed in a crick. It actually got destroyed in one of the carnival games where you fall into the water, like they hit the thing.
So it is water-based.
It was water-based.
Okay.
It was in my pockets of my trunks that I had to wear. And so, but like I had the one that like slid up, you know, so that to reveal the keyboard. That was another power move to pull that out and just go.
Yeah. I once had to dive down to a bottom of a creek because my mom, we did a lot of fishing.
Yes, good.
And she dropped her phone down at the bottom, and I was like, I'll go in there. I had a country, of course
you did.
Had a country accent. Yeah. Just
little frog baby.
Just so like I scuttled is the best description of how I moved as a child.
That's a good one.
Like a demon. These questions were amazing.
Thank you so much.
You did such a great job curating this.
Thank you so much. I did my best.
Thank you for visiting.
I wanted to have the best first Chaos Corner possible.
Yeah, and it's just going to keep getting better from here.
Yeah.
So really quickly, to end out the episode, one, we'll have links and show notes. I have the Cozy Fantasy Retreat coming up in September in New York. It is September 18th to the 21st. It's $1,200. All inclusive. We get our own private chef, and also we can hang out, you and I, if you want to. We don't have to if you don't want to. Second, the pre-order links for US and UK are in the show notes for Impossible Garden of Clara Thorne. And as for what I am reading this week, today I just read a lot of submissions from our writing group. I don't have any new book submissions because the other thing I'm reading right now is a book that's not out yet because my publisher sends me stuff now. So I'm being terrible. But the Chaos Witch needs your help to find a children's book recommendation.
This is going to come back to my daddy-o again, y'all. Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, my dad read us this children's book, Halloween themed, about a witch who baked pumpkin pie, and the scent traveled through the graveyard to a vampire and a ghost and I think like a Frankenstein monster, and then they like came and stole the pie and ate it. And my family have been trying to find this book for years. There's a pumpkin pie recipe in the back that my dad used to make us after we read the book together. And we have been searching for this book. We need a copy of this book. If you know the name of the book, if you can tell us where to find it, please help me. I need this book. And also, you should read it too, because it has stuck with me for 30 years of my life of how good this spooky little Halloween book was.
Well, now I'm going to not stop at anything to find this book because
oh my God. Because
I have to read it.
I think this would make my dad cry too. And I've only seen my father cry twice in my whole life.
I have been on the hunt. There is a book. It's called Classic Spooky Tales. I ended up finding it. Ooh. But Maddie, my sister, and I had been on the hunt for this book for 20 years because we remembered a really specific scene out of it. And it was impossible to find. We knew it was a collection of stories, but we didn't know how to Google it. Like, Googling it is a huge thing.
Right.
So we're going to find it. If I found that, and I found it on the back ass crack of eBay, okay? For a pumpkin pie book for a children's recommendation, there is one called The Perfect Pumpkin Pie by Dennis Kazet. And it is fantastic. I highly recommend for this point in the season. My kiddo and I have read it. I took a creative dramatics for children's class in college, and I read this book. It's a little bit spooky, but it's really hopeful spooky. And if your kid likes to err on the side of really interesting watercolors and a very fun story, the songs in it are good. It's just, I cannot recommend it enough. It's very, very fun. Insofar as what I'm listening to, what am I listening to?
I mean, anything Hans Zimmer on repeat.
I'm listening to a lot of Hans Zimmer.
Are we talking about like audiobooks?
Anything.
Ooh, I mean, I've been listening to your podcast. Honestly, I put it on and I go to sleep to it, so that's pretty up there for me. But I mean, a really good plug, I think. And again, they're not paying us, but a podcast I love to listen to on repeat is Normal Gossip. It's about small town, little gossip, because I'm a gossip at heart, and I live in a small town. It's like you have to kind of be a little bit of a gossip.
You are a gossip.
I highly suggest Normal Gossip. Mm-hmm. If you haven't listened to it, Summer England. get on it.
I do. I've only listened to a few episodes.
Oh, it's so good.
I need to listen to more.
And it ranges from the most mundane stories to the most wild stories. Like there's LARP camps, there's roller skating, there's kickball, there's theft, there's like petty theft. It goes from, it's so far reaching, and they have a new host, and she's great, and she's doing a really good job, and it's just a fun podcast. I listen to it it's my comfort podcast.
I love that.
I hope that's a good plug.
I found a new playlist on Spotify called Slow Sautéing in the Kitchen. And it is such a good collection of music, and I've been really enjoying that. And also a playlist called Bringing Out My Inner Kathleen Kelly from You've Got Mail. Ooh. Those are two. I've been writing a lot to that.
That's good.
Because I want because segueing into what we've been writing.
Yes.
Because we're both writers, so I'm going to make you plug.
Okay, I accept.
Okay?
I accept.
I'm still writing my romance novel about two Shakespeare professors vying for the same tenure track position. We are hitting 40,000 words this weekend. And next episode's all going to be about like first draft chaos and such, and letting yourself be a bad writer to get to good writing, because bad writing can be good writing. No writing is no writing. So there's that, and there's something about Kathleen Kelly and that sort of era of music that really calls to how I want the vibe of the book to be. So that's what I've been writing. Would you like to finish us off?
I'd love to. Thank you. I am writing it does not have a name yet, but I am writing a sapphic romantasy about Charlotte, a girl who lives in Brooklyn and accidentally falls into the Temple of Words, where she is charged to go into every single genre and retrieve a dagger, and the one she has left for last is the scariest of them all to her: romance.
Ooh, that was a great elevator pitch.
Thank you so much.
That was really good. I didn't even elevator pitch that good in my book announcement. I was like, it's about a chaotic gardener who's going on a magical class.
She's kind of cute, and then she meets a hottie.
I know. Can you guys just fucking read the book? Can you read my fucking goddamn book? Anyhow, that'll be all for Anyhow Anyway. Thank you so much to the Chaos Witch.
Thank you for having me.
Like and subscribe, leave your comments, etc., etc. Anyhow, stay cozy, stay chaotic. Ready to say bye at the same time? Bye.